Could you tell us what you left behind when you had to leave your country?
6 months ago, I was useful person to my country and my peoples. Every day, people was needed who had a legal problem with. They came to my office, and their case was solved. I played a effective role in the judiciary reform, and I was involved in the process of drafting and passing the law in Afghanistan. But now, my only thoughts and plan is to fighting the hardships of the refugee life. And I have to start everything from zero. My family, my friend, my people, my all assets, which is received by so hard working since 20 years, is behind now in Afghanistan, unfortunately.
I'm not going with details like Rashid. Just I can tell you, I lost my everything, which I made from my childhood to that stage when I leave Afghanistan. I put them all behind. I couldn't bring anything with me. My whole life experience, my friends, my families, and all the things, my house and my country. I put all the things back, and just me with my children and my wife, we came here. I couldn't say goodbye to anyone, even my dear brother. Yeah, I never couldn't tell him goodbye.
Still, I'm in shock. So because I left, like everyone, I left everything. For me, it is my second time that I refugeed. First time I was only, I think I was 7 years old. First time that Taliban came, 6 years or 7, that came to Afghanistan. I left with my family to Turkmenistan. So on that time, also I remember that we only take a few meals with us, and we went by car to Turkmenistan, and my dad take care of 7 people because we are 6 sisters and brothers, and one with my mom, so we are 8 people. So it's 8 persons, so it's too hard for my dad. And when I left Herat city to come to Kabul, and I traveled by bus about 18 hours. So what was the worst thing for me? At the night, I saw the white flag of Taliban, and every time I saw that, I start crying. So I also left everything I lost, and after that, I start enjoying. I start laughing with my new friends here, but not the real one. I never feel the real laughing that I had before in my country, but now I cannot feel it because it's too hard. Still, we are missing something in our heart. We're missing a small or a big hole because, as Mr. Rafi said, we left everything behind.
From all the stories that she told me, when she left Vietnam, she was in a refugee camp in Malaysia, and she lived there for a period of time. And she told me that she left everything. She's one of 7, and one of her brothers was able to go straight to the United States to try and start everything there for them. And then she went with her siblings to Malaysia to the refugee camp. But besides that, she had nobody else. She didn't bring anything else. So from what I've heard, she shares a very similar experience with what you've just described.
Knowing that you don't know what's going to happen in the future, how is it like living every day just not knowing what could happen next?
Besides many things we told you before we left everything behind, but we hope and we are think positive to a bright future for us, not for our country. Maybe it will take time, yeah, then the country goes back to progressive. But we are doing better. Yes, I hope my children will have a bright future here. They may have good education and they have good future in this country, and they are safe. We are all safe here. Yeah, it's good. But one thing, what I think always about my country. Yeah, I have everything now, but my relatives, my friends, and my countrymen who are living in Afghanistan, yes, I'm thinking about them.
You know, Sam, the answer of this question has two parts. First, future for me and my family, which is we are now in Belgium. And the second future for my countries. So fortunately, now we are in the safe zone. So there is no threat, there is no explosion, there is no suicide, there is no killing. And my kids, every day, without any war, they can go to school and they can play, they can ride the bicycle, and they now we are thinking about future of my kids and for me and my wife.
Maliha, would you like to answer that question?
Just say short. I know what is my future because I had planned before, so I keep my goals, and my wish is to reach to the UN one day and work there for peace and conflict in future. But this is my big goal. So, but I little bit think positively about my country, because first time when I went to Turkmenistan, so after 10 years I back home, Afghanistan. But I hope so that again we can go back to Afghanistan, to a peaceful country. But I hope so, if the politics let people to live their life. And I little bit think positively about the future of Afghanistan on one side. I know what I will do about my life here. It's hard, little bit,